Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell from Dex Fx Markets.com. Today is the 24th of October, 2019, and this is your daily update. Now, it may sound like I'm still sick, because I am, but I'm in a lot cheerier mood when you're making money when you're sick. This is for the xedan bot system that trades over on Nadex.com. Now, a good company that really cares for its clients and its people will stand by its product, work really hard, be very transparent. When stuff is broken, it will fix it. And when things need to be advanced, it will advance it. And it will do so in a timely fashion without killing itself. Now, we all know that the xedan side, we have a TNT bot that trades on Nadex, and we have the xedan. They're one and the same to a degree, but one is more fashionable than the other. The xedan has a more of a dress code, if you will, for what we have built, and I dig it, and everybody else sort of digs it. So we're going to keep on with this process of building it out and adding more features. But we're not just going to add features, right? We're not going to let it tell you the weather, okay? Because we don't care about the weather when we're trading, to a degree, right? So you don't need to have a weather bot in there to tell you what the weather is outside. You don't need to just add stuff to add stuff. So when we add things or when we fix things, we do so in a fashion to say, does it improve the overall function of the software? And does it improve the overall experience of the software? So that's what we've done now. The new version of the xedan bot beta 1.1 is ready for download. Go to your xedan portals and go ahead and download. If you're watching this and you don't have this, or you don't even know what a xedan is, don't worry, I'm going to show you some updated stuff from last night. And we do a update video, a daily update video, of course, every day that I'm trading with it, to show you what's going on. And on November 17th, we're still pushing, we're still meeting our criteria to go live, 100% live, by that time as well. If some of you are naysayers or there, like, well, Max, why don't you just trade bloody on it live if you're so good? Well, don't be stupid. That's all I got for you, is just don't be stupid. Anybody who starts with a brand new software and tries to trade with it live at the beginning, do you think we haven't tested it on live? So take that. Even though that I wanted to show you the pathway that you're going to be going. You're going to do the same thing that I am doing right now, of going through and testing for yourself. Even if it's proven by 1,000 gurus. Even the Dalai Lama came off the mountain, came down and was like, please go ahead and trade with this. I'd still trade demo. I don't believe anybody in this industry. And I don't expect you to believe me. I expect you to do it for yourself and see it and feel it and touch it. We have a merchant account. We have a licensed company. We're real. We're governed by laws here in the United States. Our merchant company won't let us sell fraudulistic stuff. They've investigated us. They've worked with us, in great detail, in great length. So trust in your own instinct. If it does sound too good to be true, it usually is. But with us, come on board, hear us talk, listen to what we're doing, okay? If you want to buy the program, we have some. It's pretty expensive, but listen, it's worth it. It's worth the time. It's a setup fee that can be broken up into payments. That's something else that we worked really hard for. All right, so let's get into the update. In order to do that, you know what? Let me show you what the 1.1 or 0.1.1 is, so you can have a better look at it. As most of you know, we've changed a few things, we've added a few things, but this is active now. It's in running. It's doing its thing. It worked all day yesterday. I had it earlier, and I had it on all day yesterday, and I was changing my strategies around. I was working some strategies and stuff. So very, very exciting. Within this solution. This isn't the only account that we're demoing on, but I'm showing you this one here because this one's running as well. As you see, it just came over. The expiries of 11 a.m., the signals that came over were these ones have been disabled because inside my strategy, I have it disabled. Now, listen, speaking of which, before the strategy was before you actually logged into your Nadex account, now it's on the left-hand side as well. So you could do it before you log into Nadex and before you start it. But if you wanted to change it on the fly, like if you had a pair that just didn't do well, like my Euro JPY this morning, which made me very upset at 9 o'clock. I have to kill it because now it's not sitting at 100%. Then I know that, I could just go ahead and just do what I just did there. If I wanted to change certain pieces to be 2 instead of 1, I can change it on the fly, and it will activate that system. Now, the other is that we've also added logs in to the specific, every one of these activities logs that are here will also be logged in on a special file, which I'll show you how to do inside the training on how to access to send to us when there is issues, like if you miss a system on and that kind of stuff. There's also our new refresh button, which means that it would refresh all the activity logs here, start a new folder and all that kind of stuff. But for now, if you see a bug or if there is a chart that's out or something happens and it just doesn't seem to be starting up, just hit refresh and it will recycle the process and start again. Well, we have come so far in this system, also with our safe mode, and I'm really looking forward to what kind of results that this process can give. So let me show you. I can't show you the other account. I can only show you this one here from this demo, but I will show you the results of what's been happening and what's been pretty cool. Yesterday, we put this thing on. Now, we did have a couple of losses, one through the night at 3 a.m., and then one this morning. But again, still, it was a awesome day yesterday because we just had it on and had it cooking the way it's supposed to be. So yesterday, we did our video of our update here, where we ended. We hadn't seen the 10 o'clock one yet, fire on, but we were digging the results. Now, I changed some of the amounts, and I changed some of the quantities. This could have been a lot more if I had changed all the proper quantities across the board, but I'm trying a new strategy where I have some of my higher percentage success strategy or ones, the pairs, the expiries, are set to 2 that I know are doing well and that stay well. Okay, so I'm floating it a little bit. If I see like there's a good potential for the pair to work very well over a month, I may be using the lifetime expectancy to do 2. On the higher ends, I might be doing 2, and I'm using a little bit of a different strategy. So if you don't have the same exact results I have, 1 is because all results may vary. 2 is because I'm changing my strategy on a daily basis. I'm looking at the market. I'm looking at the process. I know what news is coming out. I may pull back on only doing 1 on a heavy news day or what have you. Since I'm not using news avoidance, I'm using sort of news correction, right? So if I know that it's got a good time period, that it's never changed out of that, then I may use 1 or 2 contracts compared to just having just 1 all the way across the board. Now, this goes against some of the things that I've said that I do when I pick a strategy and just incrementally crawl up. You should still do that. I have done that, and I have graded myself up to that point. I've created and conditioned myself to be able to handle that. But if you haven't yet, then stay with the incremental crawl, stay with a single contract. Don't try to emulate exactly what I'm doing just yet. Get through the process, learn it from the beginning, and do it from there. I am probably not the best person right now to learn from on the strategy because I'm at a different level than most of you just starting out. But start out where the training has you and follow that, and then augment it as you go along to your comfort level. Okay, so how much did we make since yesterday's basically podcast? I think you call it, or from yesterday's little update. Let's tally this up. Let's see what we got. $325 done so far. $569 so far for the week, but $325 yesterday. $325.75 yesterday throughout the night, even with the 2 losses in there. And I really don't care about the 2 losses. They weren't done wrong. The signal didn't misfire. In fact, the Euro JPY picked up in the last 7 minutes of the trade itself after being on for almost the entire hour and lost in the last 7 minutes. So kind of go figure. You even had 100% success in the system. So I'm not going to really go down the line. Well, how can I remove those so I can make another $150? I don't care. I know that there's going to be losses. What my job is to keep this, number above what I need it to be to make my money. So $365 throughout the night from yesterday to this morning. That's not a bad day. Now, I'm on a race to get to $1,000 a day. Now, can that happen? Absolutely. With the proper incremental crawl and the proper size balance, you can definitely get to that level. Would I try to do it today on a live account and just start throwing caution to the wind? Hell no. Okay, so what do we got for a total so far? We have $849 for the week so far with the my daily ATM hit from the other day, which is a super huge process. And then the $569 so far for the week, bringing us a grand total of $849.75 for the week. Oh my God, this is awesome. Could you just imagine being able to work from home a couple hours a day? Nothing serious, man. Now, you're still going to have to do work. Don't get me wrong. This isn't a fly-by-night, you only have to put in 6 minutes a day in to make $1 million. This is work. It takes a little work to be able to do. In fact, I'm the business owner of Dex Fx and OCI, and I run a gaming network, and I am a cartoonist. I have a lot of stuff on my plate, so I don't get a lot of time. So I don't want to hear any excuses of like, well, I work a full-time job. I don't think I could do this. Yeah, you could do anything. Okay, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. So no more excuses. Get off the couch. Stop watching the football game on the weekend and get into learning. Or you still want to watch football? Great, but don't sit and bitch. Don't complain of that. You can't make it work. Make it work. You could definitely make this work. Listen to yourself. Come up with the excuses why not, and flip it. Just for one day. Just flip it. Every time you go to think to make an excuse, flip it and go, no, I can do that. So for me, it was flipping past, it's too much time. I want to make it easier. Or how do I get past that loss or what have you? Absorb the loss, absorb the whole process and just get into it. I'm preaching now because I'm probably hopped up on cold medicine. So I do apologize. But listen, this is very easy to learn. It's very difficult to master, but you could still be on the pathway to mastery of this process, but you got to start. Okay? I'm Max Farrell. This is DexFxMarkets.com. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, trade well.